Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with I guess fashion haul slash styling. I recently ordered some things from ThredUp. They had a really big sale. It was like 50% off. Oh, up to 50% off, but you can filter on ThredUp and have it show you only things that are at a certain percentage off, which I think is really a useful feature. Not all of the kind of online consignment resale shops have that ability. Even when they have a sale, it's like, oh, here's a bunch of stuff on sale that's up to whatever percent, but you can't search by the percentage off. So I think that's a good feature that ThredUp has. I know there's some controversy about ThredUp, but I actually really think it's a good business model. I'm really pro consignment stores locally, but one, you're limited by what they have in stock from kind of the population around you, which can be limiting. We tend to go to stores that are near us, and so if you don't have a certain store or brand in your metro area, then probably your consignment store won't have a lot of things represented from that brand. I've learned that I use these consignment stores and online marketplaces a little bit differently than a lot of people because I am very brand loyal, and so I don't just scan through everything like, oh, I need a new this kind of shirt, oh, I need a new dress like this. I'm really looking for items from specific brands, so it's a little bit easier for me, I guess, to filter and search on there and find what I'm looking for because I can just type in the brand I want and see what they have. And I'm okay with the ThredUp business model of how they pay people, because if you were to go to a consignment store and sell your items, they also don't pay you very much. I mean, I just took a huge box of books, CDs, Funko Pops, assorted things to half price books, and I think they gave me $30 US for it. It was fine, I just didn't want it in my house anymore. I'm not selling the stuff to make money. It's nice to get a little bit for it. I mean, I know you can donate it, and I do donate plenty of stuff to various charities. The problem is a lot of the main charities are also not very good organizations, and so it's a little bit difficult. So I know there's been some controversy and some negative energy, I guess, surrounding ThredUp, and like, oh, well, they don't pay anybody what their stuff is, and then they just mark everything up. I actually find that what ThredUp calls the original price is pretty accurate for items that I have. I've sold things to ThredUp, and I think I got like $45 or something like that, and that was fine. And I also understand their need to mark things up, and there is a reason that when I buy things from ThredUp, it is almost always when they are also having a sale, and so I get these items at 40% off or 50% off of their already discounted price. And for some of the brands that I buy, if I'm buying from a consignment or someplace like this, I'm looking for higher end brands, generally speaking. So really, percentages off is great to me. I'm not just saying, oh, well, I can get an exact same whatever from Target for $5, because I can't get an exact same whatever from Target because it is not the brand that I am looking for. And there are a lot of reasons I'm brand oriented. One is sustainability. Two is I'm just that way. I will admit I'm very but the status of owning something from X luxury brand, I'll fully admit that. And also, this is less true in consignment, but still somewhat true, is that I'd also rather not pay $5 for a t-shirt, essentially, because it means that whoever made my t-shirt did not get paid a livable wage to make my clothing. And I don't think that's right. I don't think I should profit from somebody not getting paid to make my garments. And so when I do buy from brands, they tend to be brands that are more expensive because I have that privilege and I want to support the people who are making my clothing. Also, ThredUp is arguably more sustainable. I realize there's the whole flying your stuff around the country, but honestly, every clothing retailer does that. it's not a thing we can escape. It's a thing I wish we could escape. I'd really, really like to do something about the shipping industry. But that's not a winnable fight right now. Not creating new materials is a winnable fight. And so it's not perfect, but I do fully believe that even a mail order thrift store model is more sustainable than going to a store and purchasing something new that has never been owned before. Again, we have a long way to go, but it's a little bit better. So that's my little preface on why I shop from ThredUp before everyone's like, why are you shopping from ThredUp? They're horrible. I don't think they are. I think it's a supportable model. I'm really okay with it, honestly. I'm really okay with getting higher end, well-made pieces for Target prices or slightly above Target prices. So with that, I bought 3 things recently. So let me show you what I bought. And I thought for this video and probably subsequent videos, depending on how this goes, I would do a little like, here are 3-ish ways I would style this item with items already in my closet. So you can kind of see, here's how I'm thinking about how this fits in my wardrobe and how maybe you can get some style ideas, or you can start thinking, hey, before I buy something, how does it fit into my wardrobe? Because that's a really key factor in curating a wardrobe that you will wear the pieces in, and minimizing stuff and just getting things that go together. I know that I'm absolutely the worst person to tell you about minimizing stuff, although I will say I do wear everything in my wardrobe, but just a little bit of fun rather than just here's some stuff I bought. Like, here's some stuff I bought and here's how I'm thinking about styling it. Let me know what you think about that format. I'm happy to keep doing it, or I'm happy to just show you the stuff I bought and leave it at that. But for now, let's take a look at what I got. Okay, so to start with, this was in my favorites on ThredUp forever. And then they put it on sale in the sale and it was like $25. If you've been following along, you may know that due to circumstances, I could explain it, but it's long and probably not that interesting. I have gotten really into the EA7 Emporio Armani sportswear deal. I'm not proud of that. Armani's not a brand that I want to support, really, and I could just not, but there are a lot of reasons, and I keep ending up looking at the EA7 pages and thinking, oh, look how cute that is. Oh, look at how amazing that is. And so here we are, and I keep buying things from EA7. So, that said, I buy from the outlet mostly. I've only now officially ordered one thing, which there's a video of. I'm not sure if it'll go up before this or after this, but around the same time as this, of the one and only thing I bought straight from the EA7 site. But I do keep buying it from other places. So this is an EA7 track jacket. I'll show it to you. So it's pretty basic. It's just got like this patch here. It's this. It does come with a hood, so it's like nice. This is a nice big roomy hood. It's got the stripe down the middle. It says EA7 and with the logo inside. This is like a glorious hood. I will say that it's a little tight on my hips and hard to zip. The zipper is kind of ishy anyway, and then it's too small. So right now, unless and until I change my body shape, I can't fully zip this very well, which is fine. I don't actually zip my track jackets that often anyway, but I'll zip it and show you what it looks like. So this, what I think is a cool detail is the back. There's a dirt spot on the back from the closet, so ignore that, but the back has like a 7 on it, which I think is pretty cool. So, so I've grabbed a few shoe options to wear with this. I mean, this is outfit 1, right? I just put it on with, these are some leggings from Athleta, basic gray v-neck, and this casual like athleisure So I have these shoes. These are from Asics. These are Tigers, and so these are the newest generation. They're just Tigers. They look really not a whole lot of anything like the original Tigers, but they're cute. And I bought them, you know, they were on sale at the Asics outlet, and they have I can't ever decide if that is black or navy blue. It's so dark, so I'm gonna say it passes for black with red on it. And so you can see, like, just a basic outfit, right? You can wear this sitting around your house like I am today. You can wear it to the gym. You can wear it going out and doing errands. You can wear it for comfort. You can wear it for fashion. You can wear it for whatever. People wear leggings as pants all the time these days. I used to be very against it. I have since changed my mind. But comfortable, basic, casual, and really cute, I think. So, all right, outfit 2, also basic. You know, this is my weekend look. This is my hanging out, going out, not working general look right here. So just grabbed some jeans. You can wear regular jeans that are not distressed. I thought that it would be cute with distressed jeans. I have gray distressed jeans that would also look really great with this, I think. It's the kind of neutral white, and then red lends itself really well to the black gray, but also just denim. These are from Seven for All Mankind. They're the Josephine. If anybody wants to know what exact jeans these are, now you know. Grabbed my basic Emporio Armani shirt. Just keep it brand loyal. I don't own Armani shoes because I'm not there yet, but just some Adidas Sambas. Keep it classic, keep it comfortable, keep it cool, keep it old school. Black and white. I mean, honestly, any of these pairs of shoes that I'm showing with these outfits would work with any of the outfit combos. You could wear the Asics with these. You could wear these basic black and white Sambas. This is just a good look, casual look, comfortable. Nothing much to it, but I think it's cute, and this is just how I hang out. This is, if you see me out in the world, I'm probably dressed like this. So, one more option. All right, another option. And really, with this one, more so than the other 2 pieces I'll show you, you can mix and match any of these things. You could wear the leggings with this top with the jacket. You could wear the jeans with this top with the jacket. You could wear any of the tops with any of the combinations of bottoms in this jacket. This one's the most kind of interchangeable out of all of the things I'll show you. And of course, this is just a basic shell cami top from Packed. Shorts are from Athleta. And you can use any color. I mean, I have white, gray, black. All of them would work with this. I chose white just because I've already showed you gray and black, I guess. I think black with this is a really cool look. I will show you that after this, just to see the black on black look with the white over the top. I really like it. I've put on my black and silver Stan Smiths. Again, any combination of shoe that I've shown you would work with any of these things. And this is just fun, I think, for hanging out in the summer outside. If it's hot, right, but you maybe want to cover up. Maybe it was warm, but it's a little bit cool now at night. You like put this on. I don't own denim shorts for a lot of reasons, but you could wear denim shorts with this and get the same effect, I think. I think this is a really great piece that just works in a lot of great ways with casual outfits. I'll swap out the tanks so I can show you what it looks like with the black tank and the black shorts, but this is a good piece, $25. I mean, if you count up the combinations of outfits I have here, it's at least like 9 different things. I didn't really do that math, but it's got to be at least 9, 10 different combos of outfits with one piece for $25. And it's a really nice jacket. I mean, I mostly buy Adidas track jackets, and this is on par quality-wise with them, so I'm not upset about it. I do like that it has a hood, this one. So one more top change, and then we'll move on. I just, I don't know, I like the counterpoint of the all black underneath the white, so this is just a vest top. This is from Banana Republic, and it's actually cool because it's reversible, so it's got a v-neck in the front, and then if you flipped it around you could have a scoop neck. I think that's neat. So I think, you know, here's this outfit. It's boring, and then you put on this jacket over the top and you're like, oh, look at that. That really just kind of brings some things together. Yeah, all of these combos would work equally well with one another. So I am very glad that I held out and didn't buy this earlier and got it for even less money from ThredUp. This is, I mean, I'm not saying that I would pay full price for this or that anyone should pay full price for this, but knowing EA7 and their pricing, which I do because I look at their site a lot, this is probably being sold for close to $300, $325 easily. Is it worth that? No, because it's not really better than the Adidas track jackets that I have that are $50, which is still maybe a little bit much, but I got it for $25, so yay ThredUp and their sales. All right, show you what else I got. All right, this dress is from my friends at Scotch and Soda, and if you've been watching my channel for a while and you've watched any of my other kind of clothing, fashion, whatever videos, you know that I love Scotch and Soda. They're trying on sustainability. They're a Dutch brand, and so they have a very eclectic kind of style. A lot of their stuff is very silk, flowy, kind of oversized fit. It's like mimicking streetwear, although it's not technically a streetwear brand. But I really like their stuff. Some of my favorite clothing items are from Scotch and Soda. This dress is no exception. So this is mostly silk. It's got a little bit of a mesh paneling on it up here, so it's kind of nice for summer. It'll keep you cool and still look nice. I think you could wear this to a lot of places. I'll wear it to work, but you could also wear it just to like casual outdoor summer wedding, summer barbecue, summer whatever. You can also wear it in winter, and I will show you how. I think that this dress, the color is gorgeous. I got this for $6.50 from ThredUp. $6.50. Scotch and Soda stuff is kind of expensive, and this is all silk. It's got a little stretch to it, but it's all silk. And I mean, this is probably easily retailing for $100, $6.50. So the next time someone's like, ThredUp's prices are too high, not if you know what you're looking for. So, I mean, here's the back. It's kind of tight on me, but also wider here than a lot of people are, especially in their target market. So here's just the basic dress. I just put on these black flats these are Minnetonka moccasin, but you know, just basic black flats. We can make it a little bit, it's like slightly cooler. Let's put on something else. You could, of course, put on a full cardigan. Both of my black ones happen to be in the laundry, so I'm not doing that today, but I definitely will at some point. Just a oversized black open front cardigan I think would look really great with this. But I've styled it with this short sleeve wrap top from Reformation, just a little added warmth, cover further down the arms if that's what you're looking for, and just, you know, give a little set off the color, make the color more of an accent piece than a full pink if you want. And I don't know, I feel like this just, it dresses it up a little bit, right? Because you can also dress this down, make it a little more casual even than I had it. So something that I don't have but wish I did, and if I did I would absolutely be wearing right now, is a Moto Jacket with this. Just black leather, faux leather, whatever, Moto Jacket. And I put on these kind of short fry Moto Boots because I just think they bring a little bit of an air of casualness to this, especially if you had a more casual jacket over the top of this. But even if you're just wearing it like this, because you could also grab something like this mesh open weave top. This is also from Scotch and Soda. It would look equally cool if you had it in black. I don't. I have a black top that's open weave that's a similar idea but less open, so the dots are smaller, and I think would look really great with this. You can also make this kind of supremely casual with the addition of, again, I just put on some Adidas Sambas, whatever athletic shoes you have, kind of fashion athletic shoes. Now it's just, it's cute, but it's kind of chill. And so if you were, again, going to a thing outside in the summer, hanging out, whatever, I think this would be a really great outfit. And you could absolutely wear this with just another track jacket. Pulled out some track jackets from the closet. This one also happens to be an EA7 track jacket, but it works equally well with whatever you've got, really. This is a basic Adidas SST track jacket with some basic black Adidas Sambas. And you know, you're good to go. Just hang out, wander around. Of course, you can make any of this into a more autumn, winter, cooler day thing with the addition of some leggings. I would really, I mean, any black leggings would work, but I've got my kind of gleam leggings, shimmer leggings, in black from Athleta that I think will look really great with this. I'll put those on in a bit. I'll show you a couple winter outfits. Or Moto leggings, something cool like that. You can also wear something like this with a nice black blazer. I put on my taller fry boots. You can wear leggings or not, depending on how cold you are, your level of comfort with your knees being exposed in the weather. Or you can make this a full winter outfit. And this is really key because here it's winter a lot. And so I don't have a lot of clothing that I view as purely summer clothing. I have a lot of things that I view as all season. And this dress is one of them. A lot of people will look at this dress and go, oh, that's a really cute summer dress. This is a really cute all season dress. So with the addition of these boots, maybe some leggings depending on how cold it is outside, really great autumn winter piece, spring piece, and can make it even more winterized with the addition of a full pullover sweater, jumper, hoodie. This is from Athleta. It is 100% merino. Thankfully, even though it is the end of May, it is cold and rainy, so I'm not sweating in my house right now. The sweater is very warm. I wore it as a coat for much of a trip to Calgary in October. So winter boots, which are dirty, but leggings, and you've got yourself a great winter outfit as well. So this dress also can do a lot of things if you pair it with the right combo of things. I mean, mostly black, also white, maybe some gray. I haven't tried it with gray, but you know, you too could get adventurous with color combos. But this is why I think it's really good to have a lot of interchangeable kind of basic neutrals in your wardrobe anyway, because then those just get into the rotation and you can buy, I mean, not that this is a like statement piece, but it is bright pink. So, you know, It's a basic and it's a solid color, but it's bright pink, so it doesn't match with everything. But if you have enough various neutral things, you can wear this in a variety of ways, in a variety of levels of formality, and in a variety of weather conditions. One more thing to show you. All right, this third piece that I have ordered is this linen skirt. This is also Armani, it's Emporio Armani. It is beautiful linen. It's flax linen and it's lightweight and breathable, but yet kind of a heavyweight, durable, non-see-through linen. Always important with linen. I'm in an interesting place because I got rid of a bunch of skirts because I found that I wasn't really wearing them. Because it's easier, of course, to just put on a full dress and then you only have one item of clothing and you're fully dressed for summer. But there are some tops that I have that I think, oh, I can only wear these in winter, even though they're short sleeve or sleeveless tops, or I have to wear them with shorts, which my shorts aren't always really what I want to wear to work. I mean, not appropriate. I don't have a dress code at work. And right now I just work in my living room, so nobody really cares, but I care. And I don't know, sometimes you want to dress up a little bit more, but you want to wear a cute top. And so there are occasions where skirts are important. I think I just had to do a little bit of thinking about what the appropriate length and cut of skirt was on me, and what I have learned is that I need an A-line, and it needs to come either just above or just to my knee, because if it's here it's just a weird length and it looks funny. If it's a pencil skirt, I feel like a 50s secretary, which isn't always a look it's really never a look I'm going for. So this basic black, we just talked about the importance of good basic neutrals, linen skirt in a subtle A-line, a high waist. It's great, and I honestly I don't know how often I'm gonna wear it, but I'm really going to try. I'm really going to try to look at my closet and see all of those short sleeve tops and think, you know what, this is an occasion for that linen skirt. This was $24, $23.50 I think. Again, it's Emporio Armani, so I'm sure they were charging a small fortune for it. I wouldn't be surprised if on the Armani site this was $300 at least. It does actually have some really nice details. So it's got this kind of belt loop. It's long, so it's not like a loop, but it would be really great to put a belt on. You can kind of have the buckle rest here, thread the end through here. I just think it's a good detail. And the button and zipper on the side are well done, well made, well hidden. And I think, you know, with Armani, you're mostly paying for name, but you also do pay for the small details in their finishing, and it's a good product. I wouldn't pay full price for this at all, but I will pay $24 for it. I decided to put on these rose gold Toms I have. I was in Chicago on a work trip, and I was wearing my Fry boots, and for some reason, even though I wear them all the time, that particular trip they gave me really big blisters, so I needed new shoes that were not Adidas running shoes to wear to my meetings. So I popped into the Nordstrom rack just to see what they had, and they had these Toms, which I've never really bought Toms before. They're comfortable enough. I don't think I'd wear them all the time. They have the same problem that I have with Sperry's, where they rub on the top of my foot. I don't really like it, but they're cute, and I liked that they were rose gold, and so I thought, you know, you could wear basic black flats like the Minnetonka ones I had on before with this, but just a little color splash, and add some color to this all black outfit. This is a top from Reformation. See, Helisma top, I think. I don't know. It has these cool ties on the side, so you can kind of cinch it up, so it's nice in the summer because you can make it a crop top or you can leave it a non-crop. again, there's so many combinations of things you can wear because this is just a basic black. You could wear many of the things that I showed you to go with that dress. So I could wear the boots, leggings, pullover hoodie combo that went with the Scotch and soda dress. I'd be wearing all black, which isn't a thing that I do very often, but it's just a perfectly acceptable thing that many people do. You could also, with this, have a little bit of fun. Make it a little bit casual and put on some trainers. These are Stan Smiths as well. These are black with rose gold. So we're back to having mostly black but that pop of color. And this just brings it down to a more casual outfit if that's what you're wanting to do. Could also put on, again, these short boots from Fry, the taller boots from Fry. I'll show you what the short boots look like. These are Moto Boots, so again, this would be really great if I had a Moto Jacket, which is really on my list of stuff to buy once I find one that I like at a price I can deal with. And, just add a little bit of that. Obviously heels would work. I don't wear heels, so I still don't have any. You can switch out tops. You're getting more into kind of autumn, spring, maybe winter, depending on where you're from. I would definitely have leggings on if this was winter. I would also definitely not be wearing shorter sleeves if this was winter, but we'll get there. So this is also from Reformation. I have this top in also green with white stripes, which is a little more casual and fun and could also be great. I would wear it with probably my white and green Stan Smiths from the Conscious collection. Love wearing those together, or just my Sambas. That's a little bit more, it's the same exact top, but just because of the color, I treat it as a little bit more casual, I think. This goes really well with this blazer. This is also Armani, Emporio Armani from the outlet. It's like 90% off, seriously. It was still a lot, but it was, actual blazer price. But I mean, you could wear the plain black one I had on before as well. And you could do something fun like this. This blazer is one of my absolute favorite clothing items. So anytime I get a reason to wear this, I'm all over it. I've right now just put it over this basic kind of shell vest top from, it's very old, from DKNY, but I have a bunch of them in a bunch of colors. They've kind of got these metal studs on them that make them a little more interesting than just a basic shell. But I mean, obviously just put on a black camisole or shell and that's great too. This is good. We're back to this just loose knit long sleeve top I put a red shell top under it just for a little color. Black would work, white would work, gray would work. I put these flats on because I think this is a cute outfit for dressing, for work. I wear this to work. But this is another one where you could just put on some fashion trainers and make it casual and it's a totally different look. Shoe change changes the whole feel of the thing, right? This is more casual, just hanging out at a friend's house, hanging out in somebody's yard, barbecue, whatever it is you're into, whatever it is you're doing. You can decide you're hot and go like this, and you can decide that you don't want that tucked in. And now it's supremely casual, but still really cute. One last super fun thing is you can even use this to dress up a graphic tee. I grabbed the blue Adidas trefoil shirt. I do have a black and white one, but you've kind of got the idea of how black and white all goes together with this. So I'm all about adding some color to life. Tuck it in, untuck it, however you want to wear it. Now it's summer and you're hanging out and you don't feel like wearing shorts, but you are also warm. You're like, hey, linen skirt. Now I'm a little bit more dressed up, but still casual and comfortable and cool. So that's what I've got. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you can see how 20, 25, 30 items make a really very functional capsule wardrobe. And that's something I'm trying to get more into, is trying to really think about how all the pieces in my closet can play together. What are the power pieces that go with everything? What are the kind of statement pieces that you throw in and like add some color, add something interesting? What are things that go together? You'll see my closet is fairly subdued in terms of color and pattern. That's one, because that's how I prefer to dress, and two, because it enables things to go together in more combos. So yeah, I buy things in a lot of solid colors and dark colors, and not so much prints and then neutrals, but that helps me mix and match a lot more. So, you know, think about that as you're buying things. It helps you buy less, allegedly. It doesn't help me buy less, it just helps me buy more things that are black and dark red. But let me know if you all would be interested in seeing kind of some videos on me putting together a monthly capsule wardrobe. That's something I've been trying to do, and I've been sort of successful, sort of not successful, in saying, okay, here are 30 things that I'm going to wear this month. And obviously I have my whole wardrobe here, so if I'm like, yeah, I really don't have anything to go with this, I pull something else in, and then that just gets worked into the monthly rotation, and maybe I do only wear it once, or maybe I wear it a whole bunch of times, who knows. But it's a really good way to limit yourself and think about, one, what are the things you're wearing a lot? What are the things that go with everything? And maybe you want to purchase another similar item so that you have a couple of those in rotation, or if one wears out, or maybe thinking about, oh, you know, I really could use this item in this color because I don't have enough of that to go with various things. It really helps you identify gaps in your wardrobe, stuff that doesn't really fit or go with other things that you really have a hard time wearing in combination. And then just the power pieces that are like, yeah, I could wear this with almost every item in my closet. I have things like that. I think they're great. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing me do a little video series on putting that together, and then trying to remember to film kind of a weekly outfits, at least do a photo series of weekly outfits, like, hey, here's what I'm wearing this week, so you can see how all the things are going together in combo. It's hard because I don't have a permanent filming setup, so it really does take me like 20 minutes to set up all my stuff every time. So doing the video might be a little bit hard unless I can convince Jonas to let me have a permanent filming station somewhere in the living room or something, but we'll work that out if that is something you all want. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. For now, that is it for me. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Have you tried ThredUp? Have you bought stuff from ThredUp? What do you think about ThredUp? Good or bad? Tell me about it. What's your experience? What do you think of the stuff I got? What do you think of my outfit combos? Are you really impressed with the sheer number of shoes that I kept pulling out of the magic hat that is this cabinet behind me? Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to hear about more videos. Leave me some comments. I'm always happy to get comments, and I try to answer them as soon as I see that I have them. YouTube's really bad about telling me that I have comments, but I'll check in with them, rest assured. Thanks so much, and I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.